Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC TV. Presented in part by Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, Summers Funeral Home, Great Oaks Career Campuses, the Fayette County Public Health Department, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, M&M Fasteners and M&M Turf, S&D Family Tire and Auto, Kirk's Furniture, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around after the game for the Epifano McDonald's post-game show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
They call it the Battle of the Black and Blue. It's basketball, though, this version. Tonight, it's girls basketball. And along with Dave Willever, I'm Randy Young, and welcome into our broadcast as the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions, the Lady Lions playing host to the Lady Panthers of Miami Trace. Of course, the game was moved up because of the Ohio State contest, so we'll get this bad boy in. Go get us something to eat, a pizza or whatever, and go home and watch the Buckeyes tonight. That's the best way to do it as far as I'm concerned. But we're about 9.5 minutes away from tip-off of this game on the varsity level. Coming into the contest, both these teams are tied for third place in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Both teams are 2-2 in the league. Miami Trace, coming off a disappointing loss down at Waverly on Thursday night, was down 22-9 at the end of the first period, came back, but lost by a three-pointer, 67-64. Washington Courthouse, their record drops to 3-4. They had a game at Zane Trace on Thursday night. They were down 21-11 in the third period with 5 minutes left when all of a sudden the roof started leaking at Zane Trace. And they tried to get it all mopped up, and finally after half an hour, the official says, this ain't going to happen. So they have suspended the game. When it's going to be made up, we'll just have to kind of wait and see if it will be made up or not. So Miami Trace at 4-5 overall, 2-2 in the league. Courthouse 3-4. They've won now 3 in a row, and they're 2-2 also in the league. We come back, we'll talk a little bit more about these teams in just a moment. You're listening to high school girls basketball here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
Were you exposed to toxins or other hazards while serving our country? If so, please give the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission a call at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment. Let us assist you to get the benefits that you rightfully deserve.
Back here at Washington Courthouse, along with Dave Woolever, Randy Young with you real quickly. Let's take a look at some of the statistics for these two teams. First of all, Miami Trace comes in the contest. As we already mentioned, they're 4-5 overall. They are averaging around 42 points a contest and giving up almost 43 points a contest. So they're a game under 500, so I guess that makes pretty much good sense. Of course, their top scorers is Gracie Levitt, who's averaging a little over 10 points a contest. Riley Vince, who's averaging around 6 points a game. And Ellie Robinette, one of the games she had the other night, she had like 25 points down at Waverly. And that's a career high for her, and she's averaging 8.5 points a contest. She is also leading the team in 10 three-point shots with 10 for the season. Meanwhile, for Washington Courthouse, they come in the contest. They're averaging around 38 points a game, and they are giving up 38.5 points a contest. As we mentioned, they come into the game with a 3-4 record. They, looking at their roster, Peyton Hughes is their leading scorer. She's averaging almost 11 points a game. Elaine Racine is averaging at 9.6. Kate Miller, who's been coming off the bench, is a freshman. She's the third leading scorer in the team, averaging 8.1 a game, which is also matched by Maggie Wall. So Coach Dennon's got 4 players averaging between 8 and 11 points a game. That's good balanced scoring. That's what you want. Meanwhile, Coach Ryan Day of Miami Trace, he's got 3 players averaging between 6 and 10 points a contest, which again is a good balanced attack for the squads. Real quickly, Miami Trace lost their first 2 games of the season, getting hammered down at Uniola 65-26, and then losing to Adena 41-29. Then they went on a 4-game winning streak, beating Eastern Brown by 3, beat Piketon by 32, and in the game, the only time we've seen them so far this year, they beat Jackson 49-30, and then beat Chillicothe 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, 47-27. But since then, they've lost 3 in a row. They lost 44-36 to McLean, 55-37 to Hillsboro, and as we mentioned, they were down 22-9 at the end of the first period. Came back, they outscored Waverly 55-45 in the next 3 quarters, but ended up losing by 3, 67-64. Meanwhile, for Washington Courthouse, they started the season with 4 straight losses. They lost a tough 2-point decision to Westfall at Westfall, 43-41. Then the game that we saw and broadcast, Central Crossing, they lost that one by a close one, 48-41. Then lost to McLean, 50-23. At Hillsboro, 51-26. And then, as we mentioned, they've got on the road to the win column. They beat Fisher Catholic 46-40. Chillicothe 44-26. And then Jackson, they beat them 33-16. John Dennon picked up his 200th career win as a coach at Washington, both now his second time around for the girls as well as the boys. And they had a special presentation for him before the game. Former athletic director Greg Phipps presenting that trophy or a plaque to him. As we mentioned, the game with St. Trace down at Wednesday night was under suspension, but they were trailing in that one. They will, besides this game tonight, they will play Benton County next Saturday afternoon here at home. Miami Trace, meanwhile, will play as part of the McDonald tournament. They will play 6:30 p.m. on Friday night against London at Miami Trace, and then turn around on Saturday night and will play host to Greenview at 8 o'clock. And you will hear the varsity games both Friday and Saturday night on the Epifano Sports Network. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the introduction of the teams. So stay with us, along with the national anthem. That's what I wanted to say. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school girls basketball here, part of Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
You have the power to protect your children against serious diseases like measles, cancer caused by HPV, and whooping cough. Vaccines work with your child's natural defenses to help them safely develop protection from diseases. Fayette County Public Health is offering childhood immunizations by appointment. Late appointments are available. For more information or to schedule, call 740-335-5910.
S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. 8 to noon.
Number 24, senior Addison Butts. And number 35, junior Zoe Cruz. And now the starters for your home Washington Lady Lions, coached by Mr. Supervisor John Day. Number 10, junior Eliana Bob Racine. Number 12, junior Peyton Hughes. Number 22, senior Maggie Wall. Number 25, senior Asia Haney. And number 32, senior Scotty Quigley.
So again, for the Panthers, a little switch in the lineup the last time that we had them. It'll be Robinette, Lovett, Butts, Grooms and Reeves in the starting five. Washington Courthouse, there'll be Racine, Hughes, Wall, Haney, and Quigley. So we're just about ready to get this one underway. Team that wins today will take over third place in the first round of the league play. Greenfield won earlier today against Hillsborough. We'll talk more about that during our halftime Kirk's Furniture Show. And also talk about the reserve game here as we got a log jam in the standings in that group as well. Reeves has it. Tries to work on the baseline. Bounce pass inside to Butts. Pitches it now to Grooms. Back out front. Lovett. 20-plus points the other night down at Waverly. Backdoor pass. And goes out of bounds. Turnover on Miami Trace on their very first possession as they try to backdoor pass to Robinette. Robinette, Lovett. Combining about 40-some points. They're 64. I'll look up the sheet here in just a few minutes on the breakdown. Meanwhile, Courthouse has the ball. Flip by Racine to Wall. Back to Racine. Long three. Hits and it goes over the backboard and goes out of bounds. Still have time to head over here to the fish fry. Goes to 5 this afternoon. $10 is dinner. And then you can stop down here at the gym and watch this game if you want to, or just have it here on Facebook. That's inside shot, good for Butts. And that's the first points of the contest. And it's 2-0 at the 6:45 mark here in the first period of play. Racine, short pass now to Wall in the right wing, closely guarded by Robinette hassling her. And then try to go inside to Hughes. Long shot put up by Haney, no good. Rebound comes down to Butts, quickly down court with it. Robinette, cross-court pass. Reeves, layup, good. 4-0 in favor of the Miami Trace Panthers. Coach Day's trying to make sure his team maybe gets off to a quicker start than they did down at Waverly the other night. Ball's knocked loose. Turnover on Washington Courthouse. Here comes the Panthers. Another cherry pick. Layup good by Reeves. And it's 6-0 in favor of the Panthers. Coach Denon saying, hey, just settle down a little bit now. And now we got a 30-second timeout. So we'll just keep it right here. Since I've been talking about those point figures, I might as well let you know what happened the other night. Just give me a second here. As usual, I have 35 million thousand papers here, David. It was Robinette had 21 points down at Waverly with 3 threes. Gracie Levitt had 20 points with a 3. And Riley Vince had 15 points in the contest. 4 for Reeves and 2 apiece for Butts and Kirkpatrick. All right, now I got that stats out of the way. 6-0. Panthers with the lead. Wall stops, flips it back to Haney. Now over to Hughes. Backdoor pass to Quigley. Back over to Hughes. Can't hold on to it. Another turnover on the Blue Lions. That's their third here in the first quarter, as we're about 2.5 minutes off the clock in this varsity game. Quickly coming down with it is Levitt, and she's bumped a little bit. And the foul's going to be called on Courthouse. So Racine will be once charged with a foul, her first. Inside. Butts, triple team, can't hold on to it. Turnover, Miami Trace, their second. Quickly, Racine brings the ball down, switches hands with the dribble, flips it now over to Hughes, back out front now to Wall. Wall bounced the ball between her legs, now gets it over now to Haney. Haney on the right side, now to Hughes. Spin moves, guarded by Grooms, tries the ball to the wall, and she can't hold on to it, kicks it out of bounds. Turnover, Washington Courthouse, that's their fourth. And quick substitution, and Kate Miller will come into the game. She'll come in for Haney. Just under 5 minutes here in the first period of play. 6-0, Miami Trace with the lead. Pass high post to Butts, tried to go back door to Levitt. And she can't cash in on it, but she'll be fouled on the play, and she'll go to the line. And the foul's going to be on Maggie Wall. That will be her first, team foul number 2 here in the period. So Levitt will go to the free throw line. Shoot 2. Kaylee Ellers, who's, I believe this might be her first appearance. She might have played down at St. Trace. I didn't see the box score, so it's hard to tell since the game was suspended, but she's been hurt with that ankle injury from the soccer team. She played a quarter in the reserve game, just kind of getting loosened up a little bit. Now she comes into the varsity game. Lovett makes 1 out of 2, and Grooms comes down with the rebound in the corner. Back out now to Lovett. Gracie now to Reeves. Reeves top the key, short, no good. Rebound comes down to Hughes. Hughes on the fast break. Tries to go all the way with it. Window east to west. She goes and then lays it off the glass for 2. 2 points off. Turnover there. Butts tries to go to Grooms, and we have a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Grooms for pushing off Hughes in the corner. So that will be Zoe Grooms' first foul, as Coach Den just keeps substituting. He brings out Quigley, and Breen Schultz will come in. Under 4 minutes left, 7-2 in favor of the Panthers. Miller kicks it back out to Hughes down the left side of the lane. Now to Ellers, long 3, nope. Ball's fought for on the floor, tied up. Let's see who's going to get it. Possession arrow gives it back to the Panthers, yes. Check out Blue Lions. Looked at the arrow wrong. Long pass into Miller. Kate, little hook shot, won't go. Rebound, Lovett. Here comes the Panthers on the break. Lovett trying to go coast to coast with it. Backs out. Now goes to Reeves. 12-footer, good from the right side. Reeves has got 6 of the 9 points so far for Miami Trace. Wall, very quiet so far on the offensive end. To Hughes. 3:15 left here in the first period. Hughes tried to go a little spin move herself. No good. Butts rebounds for the Panthers. Here comes now Lovett again. Over to Robinette. 3-pointer. In and out, won't go. Rebound comes down to Schultz. Now over to Wall. Quick pass down to Ellers. Now back to Wall. She's a 3-point shooter if she needs to, but this time she goes inside, lays it up, no good. Stick back bucket, good by Courthouse. Schultz with the stick back bucket. Makes it 9-4 now in favor of Miami Trace. We're 2.5 minutes left in the first period of play. Lovett across the timeline. Starts to drive down the right side, tries to pass it over to Butts. It's stolen by Maggie Wall. Coast to coast, ball's partially knocked out of bounds as she tried to go in for the layup. That turnover, by the way, is the 4th for the Panthers. Grooms is going to come out. And Vince will now enter the game. And now we got an offensive foul, as just entering the game was Ayanna Brown, and an offensive foul on her off the pick, so she will pick up her foul. It's also going to be a charge as a turnover because Courthouse had the ball. .2:15 left in the first period. 9-4, Trace with the lead. Lovett to Robinette, right side of the key. Go underneath. Riley, Vince, shot up. Nope. Rebound. Schultz, quick outlet pass now to Wall, now to Ellers. Ellers now will go between the circles. Look the offensive over. Shutter step, stops, looks. Now goes to Miller. Now kicks it back out. Schultz, right side. Three-pointer, no good. Brown rebound, no good. Find underneath for the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball, and this time it's going to go to Miami Trace. Another substitution. Callie Kirkpatrick comes in for Addison Butts. Seems like that score's been stuck 9-4 for about 2-3 minutes, Dave. 90 seconds left here in the first period. Miami Trace with the lead. Lovett stops, hassled by Ellers, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Lovett. Ellers got right in her face and was pressuring her, and Lovett kind of threw the elbows a little bit and got charged with the foul. That's also going to be another turnover. It's 5 apiece now on each team. So with that, Ellers' great defensive work for the Blue Lions. And it goes now to Kate Miller, who throws it into Wall, and here comes Courthouse trying to cut the deficit. The Schultz in the paint, spins, tries to put it off the glass, no good, goes out of bounds, and it's off the hands of Schultz. And the ball goes back to Miami Trace with just about 68 seconds to be exact on the clock. Or 1 minute and 8 seconds for those that are not familiar with the terminology that the big guy uses. With the ball. Just love it. Now to Robinette. Inside. Vince throws it away. Another turnover on Miami Trace. There's 6. Now the Wall. Bounce pass. Ellers kicks it over. Kate Miller. 3-point. No. A little bit long. Rebound by Kirkpatrick. And Brown is down. And we got a bunch of people now on the floor. And Brown is shaken up a little bit. She looked like she came down on that one knee, Dave, to be honest with you. As her and Kirkpatrick was battling for it. So she's stretching that right leg. See if she can be all right. Coach Dennon now coming out. Trainer, of course, has been out there for about a minute or so. Both teams in the huddle, talking to their coaches. Coach Ellers talking to the Courthouse players while Coach Day is playing, or talking, I should say, to the Trace players. So Ayanna Brown a little shaken up here with 41.2 seconds left here in the first period of play, and a 9-4 lead by the Panthers. Earlier today, as we mentioned, Greenfield beat Hillsboro by 2 points. Kate Cook from Greenfield only had 2 points in the game, and they were 2 free throws with 27 seconds left to give them the win. Hillsboro won the reserve game 25-5. Brown's up, walking off on her own power. We'll give her a breather. So we've got Ellers, Miller, Wall, Schultz, and Hughes now is back in the game for the Blue Lions. Skip pass to Hughes, back out front to Ellers, ball's knocked loose. Another turnover. It's Lovett. Passes it across the lane, stop, jump, no good by Reeves, and then a stick back bucket good by Robinette. Check that, make that Vince. So Riley Vince with the stick back bucket makes it 11-4. Rebound on Hughes. Vince trying to complete the old-fashioned three, and she does so. Courthouse now with 6 turnovers has given up 5 points to the Panthers. Panthers have had 6 turnovers, but have only given up 2 points. We're under 30 seconds. 8-point lead, Miami Trace. Wall, Hughes. Skip pass now over to Haney's back in the game. Now back to Wall. Maggie, closely guarded by Robinette. Around the perimeter they go. Now over to Ellers. Backdoor pass. Hughes, ball slapped at. Tries to save it. Travels with the ball. Turnover, Courthouse. Trace just got a hand on just enough to force the mistake by Courthouse. 5.9 seconds left. 11 going to let it roll to almost mid-court. Now will come down. And she's going to put it up as the horn sounds. It's no good, and that will end the first period of play. So we got one in the books. And our score after one, it is Miami Trace 12, Washington Courthouse 4. Back in 30 seconds right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Back here at Washington Courthouse, 12-4 is our score. Miami Trace with the lead. It's their biggest lead of the contest. I think they was up by 7 there just a few moments ago. But they've expanded it. So far in the first period, we've got Allison Reeves with 6 points. 3 points for Vince on the old-fashioned three, 2 for Addison Butts, and 1 by Lovett for Courthouse. Their 4 points. Schultz with a stick back bucket, and 2 points for Hughes. Courthouse will have the ball out as re-entering the game is Racine. To Ellers. Opening seconds of the second period of play. Ellers looking for Racine to cut. Still dribbling the ball. Now over to Haney. Stops, right wing. Over to Racine. Now she's trying to back Lovett up. Goes back out between the circles. Here comes Hughes. Backdoor pass inside. Schultz puts it up. Good for 2. Schultz now with 4 points in the contest, and it's now cut to 12-6. Lovett. Zeller's on her. To the left side. Jumper way off the mark. And that is Katie Bach, by the way, that missed the shot. Stick back bucket. Good. And that was Kirkpatrick with the stick back bucket. (14-6). Trace with the lead. Ellers flips it back to Haney. Now to Hughes, working down the right side. Ball partially deflected, goes out of bounds. Said it came off Trace. So Coach Day, like, what? I don't think he liked that call. But the officials are the one that calls it, so they say the Blue Lions get it. Long pass, cross court, ball slapped loose, and then regained its Courthouse. Now over to Ellers. Ellers stops, shoots the three. Whoa, boy, that was high. And a long rebound comes down now to Lovett. Lovett coast to coast with it, puts up the shot, no good. Ball batted around, goes out of bounds. Said it came off Courthouse. Maggie Wall comes back in the game as Ellers, I'm not sure what happened to her. She was wiping something off her arms. Schultz is back out. Quigley back in. Pass way out in the right wing to Lovett. Reeves passes up to three, goes to Kirkpatrick, shot up, hits the side of the backboard, no good. Long rebound comes down the wall. Here comes Washington Courthouse. Pass in the corner to Hughes, cutting across, and that. Oh boy, did she get a break there. It looked like she had traveled the ball, and the official on the backside said there was a foul. So Miami Trace got hit with the foul instead of a turnover on Courthouse. Bounce pass into Hughes. A little bit long. We're going to have a tied ball. Possession arrow gives it to Trace. Turnover Courthouse. That's number 7 now for them. Check out. Make that 8th. Trace has got 7. 15 turnovers in the first quarter plus. Wow. Love it. Now over to Bach. Vince in the paint to Bach. 10-footer, no good. Vince, rebound, stick back bucket. Nope, she'll be fouled on the play. And she'll be shooting 2. And they're going to get Walt, looks like, for the foul. So Maggie will pick up her second foul here in the first half. And Riley Vince will go to the line. She's already got 3 points tonight. That's where she'll stay. If she misses that free throw, she'll get one more opportunity. As Zoe Grooms is getting ready to re-enter the game for Miami Trace. Kayla Kirkpatrick. Second, no good. Rebounded by Reeves. Top the key, now to Lovett. 5.5 minutes left here in the first half of play. 14-6. Lovett just goes right to the hole with it and lays it off the glass. Nobody picked her up. She had a wide open space, and she just went right to the hole with it. Hughes tries to pass it to Quigley. She can't hold on to it. It's out of bounds. Another turnover on the Blue Lions. That's now 9 here in the first half of play. And Miller's going to get ready to come back in the game. Lovett trying to zig and zag a little bit against the Blue Lions. Reeves around the perimeter. Grooms, Vince down the right side. Now over, long shot. Reeves, no good. And a fight underneath for the rebound. Another tied ball, and this time he'll go back to Courthouse. As Miami Trace wasn't able to come down with it correctly. Ayanna Brown will re-enter the game, so it's good she's able to get back in the contest. She'll come in for Quigley. 16-6 in favor of Miami Trace here in the first half of play. Halftime, Kirk's Furniture halftime show. And then don't forget, after the game, the Epifana McDonald Star of the Game, in which we will have a Star of the Game for both Washington Courthouse and Miami Trace. That Nick always does when the two teams go up against each other from Fayette County. Down the lane is Hughes, and a travel call on Washington Courthouse. That's their 10th unofficial turnover here in the first half. And Bach will get ready to toss the ball in. Trace has got 8 turnovers, in case you're wondering. Lovett stops, top the key. Little jumper, put up, no good. Missed there by Reeves. Quickly down court with it. Lovett with a steal. Lovett. She's going to slow it down a little bit, lays it off the glass, good for 2. So another turnover for Washington Courthouse, their 11th, and yet another 2 points for Miami Trace. They now have a 7-2 advantage on points off turnovers. They're up by 12. Hughes. Now to Brown. Stops. Right side. Go back underneath the Hughes. Trying to muscle her way in, and she gets it to go in for the Blue Lions. Hughes now with 4 points in the contest. 18-8 in favor of the Panthers. Pass now over to Reeves. She kills the dribble. Underneath. Spin move off the glass. No good by Vance, but a stick back bucket good for Zoe Grooms. Her first 2 points of the contest. Of course, Zoe was our star of the game when Trace played Jackson in early December. Wall starts to drive. Now short pass to Hughes. Now they go inside to Brown. Kicks it back out to Hughes. Around the perimeter they go. Now to Wall. Now to Miller. Miller bounces it once. Now goes to Wall. She'll back it up between the circles. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first half of play. All Miami Trace by 12. Ball's knocked loose. Good save by Racine. Skip pass. Now to Wall. Maggie. Shot up. And they're going to be whistling a foul. Let's see who they're going to call it on. Foul's going to be on Bach. That's her first. Coach Day was talking to the one official. He wasn't too happy with the call. But the official says, okay, sorry about that, but I'm sticking with my original decision. Maggie with her first point of the night, averaging around 8 points a game. Make them both. Racine comes out. Ellers re-enters. 2.5 left in the first half. 20-10. Miami Trace with the lead. Robinette, who's hasn't scored yet tonight. Bach. Now over to Lovett. Gracie will bring her back. Skip pass, high post, Grooms. Now over to Bach. Shot, 8-footer, won't go. Ball batted around. Comes down to Hughes. Coast to coast with it, off the glass, no good. Fight underneath for the rebound with Butts and Brown. The official says, well, it's going to go back to Miami Trace. Coach Denon, I don't, he's looking around like, will somebody please tell me why that wasn't a foul? We're under 2 minutes. Well, you got both coaches upset now, so David, they must be doing a good job.
I guess so.
Lovett gets the pick from Butts, starts to drive, and she double dribbled. She picked up her dribble just for a second. Meanwhile, Coach Den is still talking to that one official. And we're going to have a timeout. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. 20-10, favor Miami Trace. 90 seconds left here in the first half. You're watching girls basketball on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
As you plan your elective surgeries, remember that the best rehabilitation is right here locally at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. With physical, occupational, and speech therapy 7 days a week, our teams can get you back to enjoying life. Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor, sister facilities with a family feel.
After the timeout, we're back here at Washington Courthouse. Ellers. Bounce pass to Miller. And we're going to have an offensive foul called. And it's going to be on Brown as she was setting up the pick. She ran into her man. And that's her second foul. That's also a turnover. That's twice now on offensive fouls. Blue Lions have turned the ball over. They've got 12 so far. Love it. Goes by the pick. In the paint. Kicks it back out to Grooms. Now over to Bach. Back out front to Grooms. Around the perimeter they go. We're under a minute. 20-10. Miami Trace with the lead. Now to Lovett. Lovett. Grooms. Butts wants it inside. They're going to get it to her. Against Brown. Turnaround shot. A little bit strong. Long rebound and falling on the floor. It's going to be Bach, and they're going to call foul Courthouse, I do believe. Yep. So the foul's going to be on Courthouse. Foul will be on Ellers. That'll be her first. Robinette. And Butts, and if she goes up, ball's knocked out of bounds. 36.2 seconds left here in the first half. Trace again with the ball underneath the bucket, their own bucket. Looks, Robinette. Now long three. Ooh, in and out, won't go. Grooms goes up for the rebound, and Ellers will pick up her second foul.
I don't quite agree with that call.
That looked clean to me. So Ellers will get the second foul, and that will put Zoe Grooms going to the free throw line. First one's up. Nope.
So there were some questionable calls made on both teams tonight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Either the officials are calling it a good game or a bad game. I don't know.
They're being consistent.
Well, yeah, that's a good word. They're consistent. Second free throw is good by Zoe. Gives her 2 points tonight. 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. It's 21-10. Miami Trace with the lead. Wall. Skip pass now over to Miller. Miller in the wing, right side. Spin move. Picks up, double dribbled, another turnover. Blue Lions 13 now here in the first half. Just several unforced mistakes here by Courthouse. Love it across the timeline. We're down under 20 seconds. Oh, nice play in the paint. Shot up. No. Rebound by Butts. No. And coming down with it will be Courthouse. Schiltz. And then they try to trap Wall in the corner. Ball's tied up. And it's going to go to Blue Lions. And Coach Day's down his team back up. Well, now, no, don't back up.
Smother him.
Yeah. Wall. We're down to about 2 seconds. Shot from midcourt, and it misses, and that will end the first half of play. So in that quarter, it was a 9-8 advantage. Miami Trace. Make it 9-6 in the second period. And our score at halftime, it is Miami Trace 21 and Washington Courthouse 10. Back in 2 minutes with our halftime show. Stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us at 740-335-1610 to see how we can best service you. Are you a new parent looking for support? Fayette County Public Health offers several programs to connect with new moms, dads, and babies to provide support for your parenting journey. Family Connects provides a nurse visit to support your family right after you come home with your new baby. The nurse can answer questions or address concerns you may have, and they can also connect you to any clinical or community support you need. If you would like regular support as you navigate your parenting journey and your child's developmental milestones, the Help Me Grow home visiting program may be a good fit. We also offer car seat checks, baby massages, and the WIC supplemental nutrition program. Call 740-335-5910 for more information. Together, we can build stronger and healthier families.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leola Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. (21-10), Miami Trace with the lead at halftime here against Washington Courthouse. Real quickly, some other scores that you might have around the area. First of all, boys basketball, South Webster beat Huntington Expression Prep, West Virginia, 73-54 earlier today. Caldwell over Belpre, 54-34, and Racine Southern over Fort Fry, 46-45. There's like 3 or 4 different tournaments going on today. Logan's got one, Warren Local's got one, Ironton's got one.
So there's a lot of Christmas time tournaments.
Yeah, and of course next week is the Epiphanum McDonald's tournament. We'll tell you about that in just a few seconds. Meanwhile, in girls basketball, we already mentioned Greenfield won today, 51-49. I'll tell you more about that in just a second. Clinton Massey beat White Oak 62-35. Chesapeake over South Webster 59-37, and Fort Fry beats Belpre by a score of 52-44. Of course, Penn State won big today, 38-10 over who did they play? SMU?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's who they played. Texas and Clemson are on right now. Ohio State and Tennessee at 8 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores from around the area in the FAC. The only game that's completed, Greenfield McLean beat Hillsborough today. Final score 51-49. That puts McLean now 5-0 in the first round, go-around of the FAC. They're now 11-1. They've now won 10 games in a row. Hillsborough drops to 4-1, and they are 7-2. We already mentioned Greenfield. Greenfield won the game on 2 free throws. by Katie Cook with 26.7 seconds left in the game to put them up by 2. And Hillsborough had a couple different opportunities to try to get the shot to go in and didn't pay off for them. In the reserve game, Hillsborough won 25-5. So right now, and earlier today, Washington Courthouse and Miami Trace, the Panthers won 32-20. They led by basically 6 to 8 points in the third and early fourth period, and then pulled away. So they win 32-20. So with the win by Miami Trace, I have it now. Miami Trace is now 7-2 in overall, 4-1 in the league. Washington Courthouse is now 4-1. They're 6-3 overall, and I've got Hillsborough now 4-1. So we got a three-way tie for first place in the reserve division in the FAC. Greenfield drops to 2-3. Chillicothe and Jackson, both the reserves, and the varsity girls, both of them have not won a game. So something's got to give this afternoon, Chillicothe, in both the reserve and the varsity game. The reserve game starts at 4:30. Varsity game is starting at 6 p.m. tonight. The boys, Miami Trace, are playing Zane Trace today. They had that scheduled as a freshman, reserve, and varsity triple header starting at 4:45. They made a few adjustments. They dropped the freshman game. The reserve game started at 4:30, about the time this game started, and about 6 o'clock, the varsity game, so the folks should be able to get out in plenty of time down at Zane Trace and Kinnick. In case they're tuned in, listening to us, thank you. We appreciate that very, very much. It's 21-10. We'll take a look at the individual scoring for this game in just a moment, right here after a word from Kirk's Furniture in New Holland.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
Okay, let's take a look at the individual scoring. First of all, for Washington Courthouse, they only got 10 points on the board right now, and they've only got 3 players who are in the scoring column. Reagan Schiltz with 4 points, 4 points for Peyton Hughes, and Maggie Wall has 2 free throws for 2 points. That's your only scoring so far for the Blue Lions. Meanwhile, Miami Trace has spread it out a little bit. We got 6 players in the scoring column. 6 points for Allison Reeves, and she got all those like in the first 3 minutes, Dave, if I remember correctly. And since then, she's been shut down a little bit. But, hey, everybody else is starting to score, so I guess they're not going to get too offended by it. Gracie Lovett with 5 points. 3 points apiece by Riley Vince and also Zoe Grooms. And 2 points for Addison Butts and Callie Kirkpatrick. Free throw shooting, Miami Trace is 5 for 9. Washington Courthouse is only 2 for 2. In turnovers, Courthouse has 13 turnovers so far and have given up a total of 7 points. Meanwhile, Miami Trace, they have a total of 9 turnovers and they've given up only 2 points. So that's a plus 5 in the turnover department, which, you know, everybody knows I like this. That's stats. So I think we gave you everything, plenty of stats there, David.
I would think so.
Yeah, plenty of scores, plenty of stats. So that's why we call this the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show, presented by our friends over at Kirk's Furniture. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
We have a quick update on the score if you're interested.
Sure.
Texas is up 21-7 over Clemson.
Really?
Getting toward the end of the second quarter.
21-7.
And a shout out to my Bobcats for winning their game.
Yeah.
Just had to throw that in there.
And then the coach leaves.
Yep. Right after that MAC championship game.
That took, 15 minutes to sign
Something
that one?
like that.
Yeah. Trace has the ball as we begin the third period of play. Lovett top the key. Over now to the left side to Reeves, who, like I said, had 3 field goals early and then's been quiet. Butts, hook shot, rolls around with like the wheel of fortune, but does not go in. Rebound comes down to Maggie Wall. And, oh, boy, she almost threw that one away. Quigley wasn't looking. Hughes comes up with it, starts to drive on the baseline, stops, kicks it back out. Wall passes up to 3, shots inside the foul line, a little bit strong, no good. Rebound comes down to Grooms, and here comes Trace once again. We're just about a minute into the third period of play. Now over to around the perimeter, Grooms. Side she wanted to shoot, passes it up. Now baseline jumper, good. And that's once again, that is Reeves, who picks up right where she left off in the first quarter. 8 points for her. 23-10, favor of the Panthers. Haney inside, Quigley tries to throw it back out to Wall, knocked out of bounds by Miami Trace. Blue Line's got a little break on that one. Wall waits. Long pass way out front to Haney. Excuse me. Now over to Racine. 6.5 left in the third. Around the perimeter they go. Racine very quiet. Starts to drive. Go inside. Quigley flips it back out to Racine. 3-pointer put up. No good. Long rebound comes down to Reeves. I'll tell you, they got to be careful a little bit where they're swinging those arms around a little bit. Lovett, long pass to Robinette. Launches a 3. No, won't go. Rebound comes down now to Racine. 23-10. Miami Trace by 13. They led 12-4 after first and 21-10 at half. Wall really under pressure to Robinette. Tried to go inside to Hughes, and we're going to have a foul. And the foul is going to be on Grooms, her second foul. Pass. There's Maggie. She's got her for 3. Said she'd been kind of quiet, and we got a quick timeout, and we'll take one as well. Timeout on the court, 5.5 left here in the third. 23-13. Trace leads back in 30 on WCHC.
The Reproductive Health and Wellness Clinic at Fayette County Public Health offers extended hours once a month. Clients will see a certified nurse practitioner who can prescribe birth control, perform gynecological exams, and test for sexually transmitted infections. To schedule or for more information, call Fayette County Public Health at 740-335-5910.
Back here at Washington Courthouse, Lady Panthers have led from the very start. They jumped off to, I believe it was 6-0 lead, and they have not trailed at all in this game. Pressure being applied by the Blue Lions. Racine slips. Lovett gets it down to Reeves. No good. Lovett gets her own rebound and throws it up. No good. Butts fighting underneath for the board, and we're going to have a foul on the wrist, and it's going to be on Maggie Wall, and that will be Maggie's third foul. So quickly, Coach Dennett will get Kate Miller in and bring Maggie Wall out. Bounce pass underneath. Little push move there, and Grooms gets it off the glass, good for 2. That's her 5th point of the contest. 25-13, 5 minutes left here in the third. Trace with the lead. Haney, left side. Tried to come to the Middle now. Cut off. Quigley passes up the shot. Now they go to Racine. Shot. Turnaround jumper. No, won't go. Rebound comes down to Reeves. Quickly down court. Layup. Robinette misses the layup. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was a gimme. Racine down court. Passes it now into Hughes. Ball's off her foot. Fight underneath the rebound. Turnover. Washington Courthouse. Quickly. Lovett to Robinette. Stops. 12-footer. Good. First point of the game for Ellie Robinette. Averaging 8 points a contest. 27-13. Miami Trace. Miller. Right side. Pass now. High post. Quigley flips it back out now to Racine. Stops. Foul line. Jumper. Good. Racine gets her first bucket of the contest. 27-15. 3.5 left here in the third. Lovett spins. Short pass, now the Butts. Butts down the lane. Shot up, no good, but she'll be fouled on the play. And that's going to be on Hughes. That will be, I believe, her second. It is. So Allison Butts will go to the line. Shoot the three throws. Three throws up, good. 3 points now for Addie. Brown comes in. Quigley comes out. Ellers will get ready to come in for Haney. It's Coach John Dennon's trying to find some kind of a combination here to get some offense. But that one's way off. She knew as soon as she released it, she charged it toward the ball, but came off the hands and picked up by Miller. 28-15, 3:20 left in the third. Miami Trace with the lead. Racine over to Ellers, looking around the perimeter. Flips it now back to Brown. Brown, couple bounces, tries to throw it, throws it away. Another turnover, Washington Courthouse. Quickly. Robinette, nice pass underneath. Butch, good! And give credit to Grooms. Boy, she made a nice pass across the lane to get the ball in. It's another 2 points off turnovers. Coming in, Miller, nice little scoop move. That's a nice shot. Miller picks up her first points of the game. 30-17. And Lovett tried to work herself in, and we're going to have a blocking foul called in the paint. They're going to call it on Brown. Said that she set up for the block, and that's her third foul. And some of the Blue Line fans are not happy with that call. Lobs into Butts, off her hands, turnover, Miami Trace. Their first of the quarter. Racine, double dribble, another turnover, another mistake. And Maggie Wall's going to have to come back in. Racine will come out. I got 16 turnovers for Washington Courthouse. And David, I'm telling you, at least 6 to 7 of those were just unforced. Just double dribbles, stuff like that. Substitution, Butts comes out. Bach comes in. Vince, Grooms, Bach, Lovett, and Reeves in for Trace. Ooh, Bach almost got away with the travel. Now to Reeves. Tries to go into the right side to Grooms. Bach between the circles now to Lovett. Vince, left side of the key. Grooms, right side. Goes up against Hughes and makes the little scoop shot. It's good. 7 points for Zoe. 32-17. Pass now over to Miller. Miller back out front now to Hughes. Wall. Miller wants it. She puts up the three. Hits the side of the rim. No good. Brown with the rebound. Goes to Wall again. Passes up the three. Goes to Brown. She'll put it up. She's got it. Three-pointer there by Ayanna Brown. It's now 32-20 with 90 seconds left here in the third. Quickly, Lovett underneath. Layup easily. Nobody picked up Riley Vince, and she was able to get the nice feed from Lovett and make the easy layup, and we got a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 34-20. Trace Leeds Courthouse. You're watching girls basketball here on WCHE. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
As a U.S. veteran, you have serviced your country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. To learn more about the services we provide, please give us a call at 740-335-1610.
Sorry about that. We're 34.
It is a catchy tune.
It is a catchy tune, yes. 34-20 after the layup by Miami Trace. Put them up by 14. John Denton wanted to get his team settled down here in a little bit. Miller. Now over to the left side. Ehlers across the lane, and we're going to have a block and a foul. And it's going to be on Robinette. That's going to be her first foul of the game. So Ehlers will go to the line. And Schultz will get ready to re-enter. John basically going with 8 or 9 players here in this contest. Ehlers misses the first free throw. But it's good to be able to see her come back because she just gives the Blue Lions that extra little spark plug move, you know. And a good ball handler. So as the season progresses, we'll probably see her continue to improve coming off that injury that knocked her out first part of the season. Second free throw is good, though, by Ehlers. 34-21. Lovett tried to pass it. Turnover. Miami Trace. Quickly down court. Ehlers stops. Foul line. Jumper. Way short. Rebound comes down to Bach, and we got a foul in the backcourt. That will be on Destiny Snyder, who's now in the game. I told you John keeps substituting, man. I can't keep up with him. He's got 10 players. He figures he's going to play them all, right?
I suppose so.
Full court pressure still being applied. 34-21. Trace leads. Outlet pass to Reeves. Stops. Whoa. That came close to traveling. Bach underneath. Vince. Power move. Up. No good.
Oh.
Ehlers is rebounds, and she's fouled by Grooms. And that will be Zoe's third foul of the contest. So with 33.6 seconds left, to be exact, Courthouse will bring the ball down court. Third foul this quarter on the Panthers. Ehlers against Lovett. That's a nice little shake-up. Tries to pass it to Brown. Off her leg, picks it up, shot up, no good. Ball batted around. Vince comes down with it. Rebound. Lovett, we're down to 10 seconds. Lovett looking down court. Sand stops. She passes up the shot, goes to Grooms. They're going to have to hurry. Now over to Reeves. Good from the corner, and that ends the period. Oh, my goodness. Allison Reeves is hot. She had 6 in the first, 5 here in the third. She's got 11 altogether, and that puts Miami Trace with her biggest lead of the contest. After 3, it's 37-21 over Courthouse. Fourth period coming up right after this here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, bouncing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. Back here at Washington Courthouse, 37-21. The Lady Panthers, as we mentioned, they jumped out to a 6-0 lead, and they have led the entire game. Courthouse just simply cannot get anything going. They've had a lot of forced turnovers. Coach Dennon's got to hope that his team can find some kind of magic formula here. They got 8 minutes left, and they're down by 16. Miller with the ball as we begin the fourth. Miller now over to Wall. Maggie now over to Schultz. And there's a pass, and that one was to Snyder, and she just simply threw it totally away. Another unforced error. That now makes 17 in the game. Comes Lovett, stops, pass now over to Vince. Looking underneath, bounce pass to Kirkpatrick is now in the game. Now to Bach, shot left side of the key, good for 2. That will be Katie's first points. 7 Panthers now in the scoring column. Pass, and Vince tries to get a hand on it, and a reaching in foul was going to be called on her. Yep. That'll be Vince foul, her first. So Courthouse will, not sure what exactly we're waiting on here. Courthouse going to get the ball? Yeah. With the ball is Blue Lions. Off the pick. Snyder, Schultz, and it was knocked out of bounds. (39-21), score still the same. We're about a minute into the final period of play. Miller. Backdoor pass to Wall. Now over to Schultz. Shot. Nope. Tried to get a stick back bucket. No good by Hughes. Can't hold on to it. Another turnover. Quickly down court. Lovett in the paint. Puts it up. She got hit. Nothing called. Goes out of bounds off Trace. So that'll be a turnover. Got 12 turnovers on Miami Trace. I've got 18 on Courthouse. 6.5 left here in the fourth period. Wall. Pass now over to Hughes. Hughes stops. Short pass. Over to Maggie. Shot up. Nope. Ball batted around and knocked out of bounds by Schultz. And JD wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 30 seconds. 6:14 left in the game. 39-21. Miami Trace leads Courthouse here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
$39, Miami Trace, 21, Washington Courthouse, 6:14 left in the game. Team that wins will have third place all to themselves in the first round of the FAC. Lovett looking around. Reeves has got 11 tonight. Now over to Lovett again. Ball's knocked loose by Hughes. Lovett saves it. Brings it all the way around. Stops. Racine on her. Kirkpatrick. And we're going to have an offensive foul. They know better than that. Riley Vince just threw her elbow out and got picked up for the offensive foul. It's another turnover. And Coach Day, I'm sure he told her, you know better than that. You don't throw your elbow out like that for a foul. 5.5 left in the game. Miller, and the ball comes off her foot, and that's turnover against Courthouse. Quickly, Trace comes down with it. Lovett. Gracie looking around. Comes to the left side. Racine on her. Good block by Vince on the screen. Continues to dribble. Sees another opening. Stops. Kirkpatrick wants it inside. Decided to go back out now front to Reeves. Down to about 4 minutes. Lovett. Shutter step. Sees an opening. Goes for the hole with it. No good. Kirkpatrick. No. Rebound. Rebound comes down to Schiltz for Courthouse. Here comes Hughes. Quickly gets it out front. And a cross-court pass. Another turnover on Courthouse. Quickly, Lovett comes down. Goes to the left. Shot. Bach. No. Hits the side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Miller. Here comes the Blue Lions. Skip pass. Wall. Fakes the three. Goes in. And it got a little high arch jumper. Good for 2. Wall now with 7 points, leading the Blue Lions in the scoring column. Lovett. Racine is just on her. Lovett is just playing with her a little bit. Up. Racine got it. Oh, good play there on defense. Trace with the turnover. That's a good matchup. Racine took her and now goes to the hole with it. Plays it off the glass. No good. Ball's knocked around. Rebound comes down to Reeves. And Kirkpatrick and a timeout. And we're just going to keep it right here with 3:34 left. That was a good little matchup there between Racine and Lovett.
Yeah.
Lovett was trying to, what you call, fake her out of her shoes, but it didn't work as Racine, at the very last possible second, saw the little opening and went right for the ball and forced the turnover. So, 39-23. Don't forget, next weekend, we won't be here on WCHC, but we will be on the Epifano Sports Network for the Epifano McDonald's Holiday Basketball Classic. We have first night London and Trace, girls and boys. Second night we have Trace and London, boys and girls. And then on Monday night we will have Greenview and London from Greenview. So we'll have 6 games. Madison Plains elected for some reason not to play this year, so That's what the format they came up with, the reserve games. You can go to the Record Herald or check out one of our websites, Epifano Sports Network or Fayette 43160. Of course, we got a link to fayettecam.org, and that'll give you all the information and the schedule and the ticket prices. That will start next Friday morning in reserve action. Love it. Quick pass out. It goes through the legs. We have a whistle, foul, pushing off. And they're going to get that on Racine. Racine will be called for pushing off on the loose ball. And Trace will get it out of bounds with 3:19 left in the game. Robinette looks, passes it. Love it. Ball's knocked loose. Turnover on Miami Trace. Quickly down court. Pitch back. Miller hits the side of the rim. Won't go. Robinette with the board. We're down to 3 minutes left in the contest. Miami Trace across the timeline. Love it. Spins. Needs some help. Now goes over in the corner to Robinette. Ellie stops. Back now to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick looking around at the foul line. Now back to Robinette. Starts to drive. Stops. Pops. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. Vince. No good, but she'll get a chance to go to the line. She was fouled in the act of shooting. Vince very active around the boards tonight. Racine will pick up her third foul. And Riley Vince will go to the line. She's got 5 points tonight. Chance to add to her total, which she does not. 1 for 4, by the way, from the free throw line for her. Second one does go. Six points for her, and 2.5 minutes now left here in the game. 40-23. Miami Trace in the paint. Hughes kicks it back out. Miller, three! It's got Miller with a three. It gives her 5, and another timeout. We'll keep it right here, Dave. I check it. They're going to make it a full, so we'll take one as well. Let's take a 30. All right, there's timeout on the court. 40-26. Trace leads Courthouse back in 30 here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
At the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, we do solemnly swear to proudly support all veterans of all branches across all generations. Please contact us today to learn more. 740-335-1610.
Don't after the game, we will be naming an Epifano McDonald's star of the game. We will pick a player from Washington Courthouse and a player from Miami Trace. We'll have 2 winners today. So Dave and I will be conferring during the commercial break or whatever and make that decision. So be tuned out for then. Hopefully we'll be talking to both Coach Day and Coach Denon after the game as well. I mean, we've got to 8 o'clock. I mean, it's not like they can't hang around for a while, right, Dave?
I would think so.
Reeves to Lovett. Starts to drive. Stops. Ball's shaking loose a little bit. Vince picks it up. Bounce pass now over to Reeves. Inside. Little hook shot by Bach. No good. Goes out of bounds off Vince's hands, and ball goes right back to Courthouse. Quick substitution. Hughes re-enters the game for Schiltz. (40-26). Miami Trace with the lead. Over to the left side to Haney. Bounce pass to Hughes. Give and go. Haney now over to Racine. Starts to drive off the glass. Won't go. Fight underneath. Rebound. Fall away jumper. Oh, that wouldn't go. It rolled around like the wheel of fortune, we like to say, and just refused to drop, but she'll be fouled. She'll go for two as the foul is going to be called on Reeves. That's her first foul. Wow. She's got one. Robinette's got one. Gracie Lovett's got one today. Three throws up and won't go in. So Miller misses it. She's got 5 so far. She can make it 6 here. Maggie Wall will get ready to come in. That one goes. 6 points for the freshman. 1:25 left in the game. Miami Trace. Pass in, and ball's knocked out of bounds by Racine. Good sportsmanship there. Racine helping love it up. These kids all probably play ball against each other in AAU and all that stuff. So they know each other pretty well. And there's an errant pass, and it's picked up by Hughes. Goes inside. Nice entry pass from Wall into Brown. And Brown will be fouled from behind. And the foul's going to be called on Vince. That's her third foul. Her and Grooms are the only ones that technically are in foul trouble with 3 apiece. Bach comes out. Addison Butts comes in. Long lob. Out front to Racine. Now to Haney. Wall. Jumper. Baseline. Gets the drop. Good for 2. And now a timeout after the shot drops. Gives Wall now 9 points in the contest. We'll keep it right here. If I'm correct, are you coming back a week from Wednesday, the 2nd?
The 2nd, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we have boys basketball, Fairfield Union and Courthouse, I believe, that night. And then that's a Thursday. And then on Saturday, we have Waverly at Courthouse. And then the next week, we have Trace games. And we'll officially announce our broadcast schedule over the holidays. But just to let you know that we still have plenty of high school sports coming up. I believe this is our 6th broadcast. We have 20 altogether. Plus, we're going to do some bowling this year. And we'll tell you more about that as we get closer to it. So Miami Trace will have the ball. Full court pressure still being applied. Courthouse still down by 11 with just over a minute left in the game. Reeves tries to get rid of it, saves it, now gets it to Lovett. 1 minute left in the game. Vince back to Lovett in the lane. Shot up good. 7 points now for Gracie Lovett. 42-29. That would probably pretty much put the nail in the coffin, I would think, with a 13-point lead with under 30 seconds left. Courthouse now just trying to see if they can at least make it a little more respectable. Wall to Brown. Brown lobs underneath. Hughes kicks it. Racine, 3, little long, no good. Hughes gets the rebound, flips it now to Brown. Back out front to Haney. Now to Wall, and we got a whistle and a foul out front. And it's going to be called on Robinette. And I will stop the clock with 9 seconds left in the game. And Maggie Wall will go to the line. Maggie with 9, Meg at 10. She's in double figures tonight. Second one. Nope. Rebounded by Butts. Final seconds ticking off. Allison will hold it, and that will end the contest. So, Miami Trace picks up a big win on the county rivalry round number 1, winning by a final score of 42-30 over the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Miami Trace also won their reserve game today over Courthouse by a score of 32-20. Don't go away. We have our stars of the game, hopefully coaches' interviews, stats, and much more. We'll be back in about 90 seconds or so. You're watching high school girls basketball here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
Is your child transitioning from an infant seat to a convertible seat, or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
All right, back here at Washington Courthouse, final score. It's the Panthers winning by a 42-30 score. The reserve game was 32-20, so it's kind of ironic. There's 10 points difference between the reserve and the varsity score. Give me a second here. We're just trying to get our final stats figured up. And let me see. 5. Okay, I think we got her. All right, let's look at the unofficial stats for you. Again, we'll see if any of the coaches come up or not. First of all, for Washington Courthouse tonight, leading scorer was Maggie Wall. She had 10 points. She went 3 for 4 from the free throw line and had a 3-pointer. 6 points for Kate Miller. She also had a 3-pointer. 4 points apiece for Peyton Hughes and Reagan Schiltz. 3 points, a 3-pointer by Ayanna Brown, and 2 points for Eleni Racine, and 1 point for Kaylee Ehlers. So again, 10 for Wall, 6 for Miller. Washington Courthouse unofficially was 3 for 5 from the free throw line. 5 for 9 from the free throw line tonight with 3 threes. They had a total of 20 turnovers in the game, and I guarantee you at least half of those were unforced. and they gave up a total of 11 points to Miami Trace. Now for the Panthers tonight, they were led by Allison Reeves. She had 11 points tonight, including a 3. With 8 points, Riley Vince. 7 points apiece for Gracie Lovett and Zoe Grooms. 5 points for Addison Butts. 2 points apiece for Ellie Robinette and Callie Kirkpatrick. Miami Trace was 7 for 13 from the free-throw line. They only had 1 3 in the game. They had a total of 14 turnovers and gave up 2 points. All right, so Coach Ryan Day's joined us now here on our program. Ryan, you guys had struggled down at Waverly the other night, got behind, but you made a good run in the 3rd and 4th and 5th period. Not 5th period. You probably wished you had a 5th period,
yeah,
right?
We do.
But anyway, you made a good comeback in the last 3 quarters. Tonight looked like you guys said, we're going to get out a quick start, and you did.
Yeah, I have told a couple people we've had seemingly one bad quarter the last 5 or 6 games, and Waverly was the first quarter. Played really well the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and then tonight thought we, for the most part, eliminated the really bad quarter, and that helped us win.
8 players in scoring tonight. That's good balance for you.
Yeah, obviously we've got some players that give us good minutes off the bench, and anytime they can score, we'll take it. We need to be balanced to be ultimately successful.
Looking at the offensive rebound tonight, I thought that both Vince and Grooms did a really nice job for you. And, of course, Lovett does her things with the ball handling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking for more out of our posts, and we got that tonight, both scoring and boards. And I'm really proud of Zoe and Riley and Callie and Addie for how they handled things inside. And Gracie's good. She's good at getting us into what we need and making things happen. And she did that pretty well tonight.
Overall, I only had you 7 for 13 from the free-throw line. I guess as a coach, you definitely want to be better than 50%.
Yeah, we were 40% at Waverly, and obviously we really want to try to be at 60 to 65, and we're not quite there yet, but it's one of those things like a lot of coaches have experienced. We make them in practice, and something happens when we get out here, but we want to get to the line more than 13 times, and we want to make more than, would you say 7?
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet. Okay.
Yeah, 7 for 13 unofficially. So now, of course, you guys have a couple days break. I'm not sure how much of a break you get because you're playing back-to-back games on Friday and Saturday. What do you know about those two teams, or have you even looked ahead at yet?
I haven't. We know a little bit about London. That's the team we play Friday night, and I haven't even looked at the report yet. So we've had so many games back to back. I mean, 2 to 3 games a week. This was 10 already. So I'm not even going to think about it until probably tomorrow and maybe Monday morning before practice.
Go home and enjoy the ball game or whatever you're going to do this week. So
I got to get up to Ohio State and coach the football team now, since I'm Ryan Day, and I
know.
got to get up there.
Well, there's no pressure on you to win, okay? You've got one under your belt, bud.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, well, anyway, congratulations. Wish you guys and the Day family a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And we'll be on the Epifano Sports Network next Friday and Saturday night, so we'll see you then.
Okay.
Thanks Ryan. Appreciate it. Ryan Day. No, not the guy from Ohio State, the Miami Trace coach. That was a good joke, though. He said I had to go to Ohio State and get up. What? Okay, now I got it. Anyway, a win there by Miami Trace, winning by a final score again at 42-30. John Dan will be coming over here in just a few minutes. He's talking to the radio station now, so Ryan's making his way over across, and John will come over here. So we will take a break. Take a break. We'll come back. We'll start looking at who our stars of the game is, and then hopefully we get a quick interview with John Denon before we wrap it up. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication. Well, we're being joined here now by John Denon, the head varsity girls basketball coach for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Tonight, only 30 points offensive output. No secret. You got to have more points from your team, and turnovers again hurt you guys. You got a lot of. I had you for 20 turnovers. Maybe that's a little high, but a lot of unforced turnovers tonight. You don't want to talk about it? We can talk something else.
I thought the turnovers, some of them were forced because of their pressure.
Yeah.
By their kids. Some of it is because we don't understand. If I tell them to run something, they'll run it, but then we're in a spot where we're trying to do a little bit too much, and that little bit too much gets us in trouble. And then it creates spacing problems, and we're not the biggest team in the world, so we got to space it out offensively, and we don't do a very good job of that right now. So we have to work on that. And I thought the difference in the game was the rebounding.
Yeah.
And it's continued to be a problem. It's something that we didn't go over the last 2 days, and if we don't work it every other day, then right now it's like we kind of forget about it. So, got to play basketball, got to move on. We have a little Christmas get-together tomorrow, one of our local establishments, and they get a break for 4 days, to recover. We're kind of beat up. We have some injuries. And kudos to my kids for playing through those injuries. We got a hip problem. We got 2 hip problems. We got lower back problem. And we got some ankles. And, they just need some time off. So we'll come back on the 26th of December and practice a little bit. And then we got Benton County, a very good Benton County team coming in.
It's good to see Ellers out there tonight playing for you guys.
Yep. Technically this is her first game back because the basketball game at Zane Trace was rained out.
I read that and I thought, what?
Yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened. As a coach, as a player, Birmingham Civic Center, when I was down in Tennessee going to school, we had rain on the court there, but
okay.
They had a lot of people going out and wiping it up all the time and stuff like that. They didn't know it's like snowstorm in Alabama, and people in Alabama don't know what to do with snow. So
that's true. Well, 4-day break. You say you guys gonna give the kids a little time to heal up a little bit, and you get into the schedule. I believe you got Waverly in 2 weeks on a Saturday night. I believe that's our next broadcast. So we'll catch you then, and enjoy the holidays with the family.
We'll do. Some of them were here tonight. Yeah. My Indiana family was here, so.
Okay. Was that your daughter?
Yeah, it's my daughter.
Okay, I know she went out to get your plaque for 200th win.
Yeah, how about that? You probably called the first win.
I'm sure.
That's just the Blue Lion wins.
I know, but I'm saying I probably have called several Blue Lion wins over the years between girls and boys. So
couple losses.
Yeah, but you deserve it, man. You've worked hard and you're teaching the kids, and
it's been a good lifetime.
You're like me. We're probably never going to retire, so we'll just keep.
No, I'm going to retire.
Okay.
Someday.
Me too.
Someday.
Congratulations.
Merry Christmas.
Good
Merry
luck.
Christmas. Thank you guys for
Good
doing
luck,
what
buddy.
you do.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Enjoy the holidays. Tell Jackie I said hi and the rest of the family, and
will do.
We'll see you after the
Grandkids
holidays.
tomorrow.
All right.
Afternoon.
That's good.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. John Denon joined us here on our post-game program. Once again, Miami Trace winning 42-30. Okay, star of the game, and let's go ahead and tell you that Allison Reeves will be our star of the game for Miami Trace. She had 11 points tonight, 6 in the first period and 5 in the third. Maggie Wall will be our Washington Courthouse star of the game. She had 8 of her 10 points in the second half of play, including 3 for 4 from the free-throw line. So, again, it will be Reeves from Trace, Wall from Courthouse, and we will have them on our Star of the Game program from the Epifano McDonald's in a couple probably a couple months, to be honest with you. Got to get through basketball season first before we worry about that. Again, the reserves win tonight. Trace does 32-20. Greenfield wins earlier tonight. Chillicothe and Jackson is playing right now. Both teams looking for their first win. We'll have score updates for you on Fayette 43160 later on tonight. Dave and I, well, we're going to go home, wrap this bad boy up, get us something to eat, and watch the Bucks. Hopefully we'll get a win, and then we'll take on Oregon in the Rose Bowl, right? So don't forget, next Friday and Saturday, doubleheader, Trace, girls and boys, Friday and Saturday night. And then we'll be back here on Thursday the 2nd with Courthouse boys, and then on Saturday the 4th, Courthouse girls. Happy birthday to Jesus, as we like to say. And Merry Christmas to you, Dave and Myra. And thanks for the nice gift. Appreciate that, bud. And you guys are spoiling me like crazy. We look forward to having my family in for a couple days as well. So Dave's going to take a little time off and enjoy the holidays. And we hope that you enjoy it as well. So we'll see you next Friday night at 6:15 or so on the McDonald's Network. For Dave Willever, I'm Randy Young. Good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas.